Income taxes. Subchapter A, determination of tax liability. Or qualified foreign corporations. The end. Bobby.
I put my treehouse on the market last week. When it sells, do I have to recapture Section 1250 depreciation?
Welcome back to Thrive America in our final segment here with Dr. Tim. Dr. Tim, first off, thank you so much for coming on as a guest on our show and bringing up so many valuable points on ways we can thrive in this economy and beyond.
Well, Brent, thank you for the opportunity. I always enjoy coming over to Blank Stage, and whether it's the Improv Storm or the Thrive America, I think you've got a great thing going on here, and I appreciate the opportunity to participate.
We appreciate your support and all that good stuff. So in our final segment, I'm going to put myself out on a limb a little bit here and ask you, as a professional business owner, what advice, you've seen kind of some things I've been doing with the Improv Storm and Thrive America in helping. Do you have any advice or things that you could tell me to help me get to the next level and help me thrive and see things propel around here?
Brent, I think you have a great business. I think you have a great mind for business, and I think what you're doing here is extremely creative. From what I've seen, you do a lot to help small businesses like myself, but there are larger companies that need exactly what you have to offer, and with the advent of the internet. Heck, the internet's been around long enough that there's no advent to it. But there are companies that need to have more of a web presence, that need more of the optimization. I'd like to see you attract more larger companies and institutions. Now, I know you're doing some stuff for Georgia Tech, you know, I'm an alumni of a local chiropractic college. Life College, I believe, is the best in the country. And, you know, I'd like for an institution like that to find its way to you. So if there's a way that you can make yourself available, I know you're available. But if there was a way to get some of those larger institutions in here, even the banking business, there are old, staid industries that need to wake up and that need more than just a website. They need the optimization. They need the humor in the business that I think your company in particular offers. So I'd like to see you go after more larger companies.
Well, great. Yeah, that's great advice, and you're right. I think sometimes I've been focused a little bit too much. I love the small business because I relate to that. And I have been looking and strategizing on ways to graduate and still have relationships with, of course, the small business owners. And I feel like it's a chasm I'm trying to cross right now, and I appreciate that. So I'll definitely keep that in mind and keep, maybe you and I can keep thinking about ways to do that. All right, the next question here, Dr. Tim, is thinking about your industry. All right, I want you to think about the future, and if you could predict and if you could invent something that would revolutionize your industry, and this could be in the field of like a new technology or a new sort of social media platform or even a new device, what would that be if you could invent that, create that?
You know, that's a great question, and when you had posed that to me the other day when we were talking about getting together, I thought about that. And you know, my profession's been around for over 110 years. And the basics are that we use our hands, sometimes equipment, to remove a source of interference in the nervous system so that the body can function better. Well, there's only so many ways that you can do that. And just like in medicine, there's always a new device that's more designed to take money from people's pockets than necessarily to provide the service better. You mentioned earlier in our conversation educating my customers. I think the biggest problem in my profession is having and communicating a consistent message. Parts of my profession do a great job talking about back pain and car wrecks and that sort of thing. far few people in the community realize how powerfully they were designed and what role that chiropractic can play in that. So if there was a technology, and I'm sure the technology is there because you and I are sitting right in the midst of it right now, where we can package that message in a way that the average person can understand it, and that the average chiropractor can afford it and put it out there, I think it would revolutionize my profession. We're approaching a situation with changes in the insurance industry. There are other professions that are creeping into the back pain part of our profession. So I think that aspect of my profession is going to be gone before too long. So my profession has to find a way to get a message out there, and that message of vitalism and vivification. And I think you and a company like yours, a service, a business like yours, is really essential to what my profession needs to accomplish to take us into the next 100 years of helping people live vital and strong lives and to thrive in America.
I love it. Thanks so much for sharing that. Dr. Tim, before we wrap up, I want you to share a little bit about your values and what you do with Langley Chiropractic. And I also want to mention, I know you run a networking event, a group, and I just want to mention that as a great kind of marketing tool. If you're watching, you can kind of take the time to create your own sort of marketing, networking event. I know you've had a lot of success with that. But let's talk a little bit about Langley Chiropractic and talk to me about, we have only a few minutes, but what you guys believe, what your value system is, where you guys are located, how we get in touch with you, that kind of thing.
I believe that we were all designed to be strong and powerful and to have an awesome life. Sometimes we just get so caught up with putting Band-Aids on problems that we forget to pursue our opportunities. In my practice, we help people thrive. People come into my practice smiling, they leave smiling, they get adjusted, they give me a hug, and they leave me money. And it's a fun way to do business. I take care of, my youngest patient was 6 days old, my oldest is almost 80 and he's still with me. Folks come to me not because they have backaches, but because they want to live and to live better and be better every single day of their life. As I mentioned earlier, ours is not an insurance practice, it's a membership practice. Just like your health club or your gym, you can pay by the visit, you can pay by the month, you can pay by the year. It's an interesting and a fun way to practice. We're located on Roswell Road, 2050 Roswell Road in Marietta. In fact, we say 2 miles east of the Big Chicken. So if folks aren't familiar with Marietta, Georgia, then they won't know what the Big Chicken is. But if you've ever been to Marietta and Atlanta, you know what the Big Chicken is. So, you know, we're always open for business. We love helping people. And, you know, my focus really is on young people like yourself. Entrepreneurs, in fact, is who I want. People who, you know, they invest all their time and all their money in their practice or in their business, and they just want to live a strong, vital life.
All right. Well, fantastic, Dr. Tim. Again, thanks so much for coming out and working so hard on some of these points and pointing us in the right direction in a lot of different areas. And so definitely take the time to check out Dr. Tim. Find Dr. Tim on Facebook. Check out, the website is Langley Chiropractic.
It's Marietta-chiropractic.net.
Marietta/chiropractic.net. So check that out. Check that website out if you're in the area. And if you're not, contact Dr. Tim just to get some of his expertise working for you. So on behalf of Dr. Tim, I'm Brent Brooks, the host of Thrive America. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time here on the show. Couple principles come to mind that I feel like I'm really going to take away. One is all the low-cost strategies that Dr. Tim puts into place to market his chiropractic office are really paying off. From the social media strategies to the network marketing, all these things work together to give Dr. Tim more clients. So you and I both can walk away and implement some of those strategies right now in our business. The second thing is the correlation between a powerful body and a powerful mind equals a powerful business and a powerful business owner. So when we have a healthy body, that's going to transcend into our clients who are going to want to do more business with us because we are a source of energy and resource for them. So some of the books that Dr. Tim mentioned, we've created links right below here, so be sure to check those out. And we'll see you next time here on the set of Thrive America.